Pokemon Switch gameplay reveal is around the corner and I can almost taste it. Before they reveal Pokemon Switch gameplay, this is Dark Shiro 007 here, and I wanted to state my predictions before Pokemon Switch gameplay is shown. These predictions are meant to show you guys my predictions, what I think Pokemon Switch gameplay is going to look like, if they're going to move the Pokemon series in an all new directions. Remember, I love how the Pokemon formula is currently now, so if Pokemon Switch doesn't have these features, I would be happy with it. In the comment section below, I want to know your Pokemon Switch ideas, so now let's get started! Let's get on with the simple stuff that we all know that Pokemon Switch will most likely have, and that is Pokemon 1080p in docked and 720p in portable mode on Nintendo Switch. The frame rate doesn't matter to me because it always run at 30 FPS, I believe, from the beginning of Pokemon ever was created, not including the Colosseum. I don't know the frame rate for Colosseum X Day of Darkness and stuff like that, but this is what I believe. Pokemon will be following you, I hope, because I love how Pokemon was following you in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and that is amazing. I would 100% love that. And these Pokemon models that's going to be in Switch, we already know this is going to be 100% HD models because Pokemon Sun and Moon already have HD models already in there. If you use Citra, the 3DS emulator, you can see them in high spec or high HD models, fully realized. But it's like downscale on the 3DS. That's why you don't see the best models out of it. They already prepared for the Nintendo Switch version. It's obvious. Let's get on with the fun part of this video, and that is the battle system. So I hate repeating myself, but I'm gonna say this again. I currently love the current Pokemon battle system that's been there for 20 years. I wasn't born for 20 years, but it's been there for 20 years, and I still love the exact same battle system. If I had a choice, I would have kept the same Pokemon battle system or kept it the same way. But these recent rumors saying that Game Freak is going to be changing the battle system because of the innovative gameplay of Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. So these rumors of Pokemon Switch looks like it's going to have like a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. And what if Pokemon Switch have the exact same battle system we all know and love, but it add these ideas of the rock, paper, scissors mechanic in there, like basic attack, guarding, and grabbing. And these three moves should be at base 10 of power, so it's not too powerful, so it'll be overtaken by the actual moves that Pokemon know and love. Remember, all these three new mechanics I'm talking about will be part of the RPG. This is just a turn-based RPG with these rock, paper, scissors mechanics on top of the type advantages. It's just gonna be the basic Pokemon system we all know and love with this rock, paper, scissors mechanic with it to like disrupt the gameplay a little bit. That was my idea of making this. So now let's get started in explaining basic attack, grabbing, and defending. Basic attack. We already watched the anime. We already know this, that basically every Pokemon could do tackle. It's like even Pikachu, Chandelier, all these Pokemon could do the basic attack tackle. So what happened if basic attack was tackle? Maybe every Pokemon have tackle. So let's get on the rules of my ideas of what basic attack the rules are. So attack beats grabbing, and attack or basic attack or tackle will always go first. So let me explain. You can use tackle to block a grab or to cancel a grab that an opposing Pokemon is trying to do to you. They're trying to grab you, they use attack. It's gonna be like similar to Pokken Tournament. When you attack a Pokemon, it will stop its grab. So it's possible that we could be doing something like this. Let's move on to the rules of grabbing. So first of all, grabbing beats defending, because in Pokken Tournament you could defend all you want, but you always grab to stop a block. Even Smash Bros, that's almost every fighting game, you grab to stop a block. So plus I added a rule that grabbing could cancel an opponent's turn if the Pokemon is faster. This will make the speed stat really important with this rock, paper, scissors mechanic. But you have to worry not to spam grabbing, because the basic attack can stop you, because basic attack always goes first. It's always going to be faster no matter what. So although grabbing could cancel an opponent attack, you cannot spam it, because it's easy to counter with attack or basic attack or tackle. So you always should think about strategies. Should I grab to delay his move, or should I use Hydro Cannon to finish the opponent off? Lastly, let's talk about the rules of defending. Remember, grabbing could stop defending. Defending weakens the damage received by Pokemon attacks. So that means if I use Hydro Pump, it will decrease the amount of damage that you could take. It won't block it completely. It will just reduce the damage. You still get a lot of damage. If you have super effective moves, it will still damage you a lot, but it probably won't one-shot you. That's the best thing about defending. You could block it just like the anime. You block the attack. Maybe that's why Pikachu could survive those earthquakes, because he blocks, I guess, right? It's possible that defending could also heal your Pokemon similar to leftovers, but I want to explain the strategy with defending. We already know this. Defending will be great to use, but it's not smart to use all the time, because you could be grabbed. Remember, defending will weaken the opponent's moves. Remember, you lose your turn when you use defend, but it also weakens the opponent moves. For example, if your opponent used Air Slash, it will normally be used as a base stat of 75. This will decrease the base stat to 45, but it will have 100% accuracy on the defending opponent. So you have to understand that defending will increase the accuracy of the opponent. Remember, you cannot move out the way and defend at the same time. That's how all games work, and this is a turn-based RPG with fighting game mechanics, right? Also, I almost forgot that defending will defeat or cancel out attack. Remember, when you try to attack a defending opponent, he's gonna block your attack, right? This is a basic attack, basic tackle. Basic tackle is not gonna be damaging a completely guarded Pokemon. You gotta understand. So basically, it will take like almost no damage. It's gonna take a little damage, probably gonna take like 2 HP or something, but it's not gonna take like, it's not gonna be like the normal attack damage or normal basic attack damage of base stat 10 that I was expecting. Every one of these 3 new commands will have their own negatives and positives. Because this is a rock, paper, scissors mechanic, if you use basic attack against basic attack, it will cancel out. If you use grab against grab, it will be cancel out. If you defend against defend, it will be cancel out. So this will make users not defending over and over and over again in the middle of a match to increase their health. So this would be a great mechanic to cancel each other out. So we just cancel, so we don't never ever want to like redo the exact same thing. Always want to move the match forward. So let's move on to the overworld, or the actual gameplay, the exploration of Pokemon Switch. And everyone's dream is to just walk to Pokemon and it will start a battle. It'd be like similar to Xenoblade, the Xenoblade series, and the Dragon Quest 11 that's doing this. But I think the battle transitions will be similar to Dragon Quest 11. If you run into the Pokemon, right, it transitions to the RPG, and you throw out your Pokemon. It's gonna be that simple. If a Pokemon are aggressive, this would be like Xenoblade. They have aggressives. Different Pokemon have different habitats, and they're like a Beedrill is gonna obviously attack you if you're weak enough, right? But a Caterpie is not gonna run after you and attack you. That's my thought of the Pokemon system, the overworld system. My other idea is that if you have a higher level Pokemon on your team or on your first slot, many Pokemon in the area might not attack you. This removes the need of repels. So if you want to fight a Pokemon, you just walk to them and it starts a battle. So maybe if you're like 5 levels higher than the Pokemon, they're not going to run after you anymore. But completely remove the need of repels, and that's the thing. We're tired of paying 500 Poke dollars for a repel or super repels because we know max repels suck. We all know this. So this will be amazing, but you need to understand, to have this like transition and get walking to Pokemon and starting a battle, Game Freak needs one thing: a bigger map, like a bigger overworld in general. So think about this: if we had a Sun and Moon maps and have like Pokemon on screen, you have to walk to them, it would be so cramped. It needs to be huge. It needs to be a huge world. But it doesn't need, the routes doesn't need to be a open world. It doesn't need to be third person. It just need to be a huge map that we could explore, or maybe, and rivers and all over the place. But you need to understand, right? With bigger maps, Game Freak needs better item exploration, like better items around the overworld. I am tired of exploring the whole route just to get a potion, or using a HM or ride Pokemon in Sun and Moon, whatever you want to call it, in areas, right, I already explored, and opening up new paths with new HMs or ride Pokemon I gained, and then I use it and go back in routes and I end up getting a heal ball. I am tired of this. I'm tired of Game Freak trying to trick people to do item exploration. Need to get more useful items in the overworld. Tired of it. We need better items for the bigger maps, because what happens if you have huge maps with a bunch of potions laying around on the ground? That's not realistic, Game Freak. Come on, like, put some extra stuff on in there. Put a focus slash somewhere else. It doesn't need to be in the battle items. You don't want to use BP points to get some focus slash. You don't need to get no battle items from the battle point thing. Put them all over. These are one-time use items, Game Freak. It doesn't matter. You can have them. You can mix up the strategy against gym leaders by finding them on the overworld. That would be amazing. So I have an idea with items. So basically, when you first get the item, it's gonna be the exact item like always. But the second time, or after defeating gyms or the champion, depending on what time you are in the game, items will respawn but randomized. It'd be similar to Final Fantasy 15, because the first time you get a treasure loot box inside there, or loot on the ground, it'll be a set item, but after a while, a time go past, it will respawn on the map, but it'd be a different item. It's not gonna be the exact sword. It'd be like a potion, or it's gonna be like a accessory or something, a ring or something like that, to help you with your journey. That what I hope Pokemon does. I finally could take off these Pokemon Switch gameplay ideas off my chest. I had these ideas since the Pokken rumor thing that's going to be similar to Pokken and Digimon World games or something like that, the rumor for Pokemon Switch. So it was just building inside of me for a while now. Pokemon Switch reveals around the corner. I can smell it now. I can smell it. But now let's get into the serious note. It's also possible that Game Freak is just going to make a normal HD Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, and I overestimate what its change means to Game Freak. If they do, Pokemon is fine the way it is. I don't care. I will buy it day one, no matter how same or different Pokemon is. As long as it's Pokemon, I will buy it on Nintendo Switch.